Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and this is the review to my blind commentary, blind reaction to the Season 2 premiere, Season 2 episodes 1 to 3 of Teen Titans. That's right, we jumped into the second season of Teen Titans with some really interesting episodes. I'm going to mention, let me just quickly run through, of course. Links are down below in the description. Mega and Breach, full reactions. You guys know the drill. But specifically, I'm going to mention Episode 2 real quick, because Episode 2 was probably the least interesting episode for me. Every dog has its day. That was the Beast Boy-centric episode with the green alien dog and the weird, toddler alien. And that was kind of weird. There was a couple fun moments in that, but I thought that was a very average episode, personally. But the first episode and the third episode were super interesting. So the first episode was a Starfire-focused episode where we had this villain named, this villain named Warp who stole a time thing. And he was from 100 years in the future. And he ended up warping into the future, and Starfire ended up coming with him and fucked it up, which left them 20 years in the future, if I'm remembering correctly, and she got to see, all of the other Titans all grown up in their, 30s and stuff, and they were all separated, and we got to see, the White Raven. I don't know if that's what she's called or not. I'm not that familiar with some sauce, but we got to see... I don't know what her, that is referred to as, but White Raven. We got to see Nightwing, which was pretty insane. We got to see, old cyborg kind of shit. We got to see Beast Boy, balding, fat Beast Boy. Just a bunch of really interesting stuff. And they had a mission there, and there was a lot of, commentary about, friendships lasting throughout the ages, and, a very, MLP feeling storyline, honestly. It was really badass. I mean, it was a really cool way to show future selves, and especially Nightwing. That was really cool. But I don't know why, it reminded me of one of the more crazier MLP storylines. It felt almost like an MLP season finale type thing. But yeah, they did some really cool stuff with that. I really did like it, and it was a great episode. It was probably the most interesting episode, purely in the context of, standalone. But I will say that Season 2, Episode 3, now Episode 1 and 3 of Season 2 are both two of my favorite episodes of the first 15. But what I will say about Episode 3, this was Terra. This felt like the episode that really kicked off the next, arc of Teen Titans. Because we met this girl named Terra who's super powerful, who has an issue controlling her powers. And the Titans basically try to recruit her to join the Teen Titans, and things go right and wrong a bit, but she's also getting recruited by Slade to join her, and Slade tries to get inside of her head and really mess with her, and basically Slade is going after Terra in a similar manner to how he was going after Robin in the first season. The main difference being that Robin is obviously even though he was still getting, definitely getting sucked into the mind games by Slade, Robin is much more well equipped and trained for that type of thing, obviously based on his father, his quote unquote real father, and everything that he goes through, prior to becoming, Teen Titan. Obviously, he's more equipped to this type of thing, whereas Terra comes off more as just a scared little girl, if we're being completely honest, and that one somehow makes this even creepier than the Robin and Slade stuff, and that's saying something, but also makes her, I think, a lot more susceptible to Slade's words. And while Slade wasn't able to win her heart in many ways, he was still able to manipulate her in this episode, and it does... The Terra thing is just left open now, and it feels like something that they're not going to wait until a future season to bring into the story. I feel like Terra is going to be in this season in probably a couple episodes, but also just be part of the main narrative focus, much in the way that Slade and Robin's storyline was the main narrative focus of the first season. So that's kind of what I'm expecting moving forward with the second season of Teen Titans. But really good stuff. I did like Terra. I thought she was pretty cute, and obviously her power is really crazy and very cool stuff, and obviously fits her name. But Yeah, this was a really good set. This was one of the better sets. I thought episode 2 was a bit average. Nothing particularly special in that one. I thought that was probably one of the honestly weaker episodes of the series. But it was still entertaining. So, average episode for Teen Titans is still pretty entertaining. But there wasn't much to take away from that one personally. And I really hate to say it because I really am hoping that Beast Boy grows on me more. But so far, most of his episodes haven't been that great, which doesn't help. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's had some good stuff. Obviously, he had a good focus in Nevermore last season, which was a great episode. And, he's done some good stuff for sure. But I definitely think that he is, I feel confident to say he is my least favorite of the Titans so far. And I still think my favorite is either Robin or Starfire. Raven is probably third, Cyborg fourth, and Beast Boy fifth. But Beast Boy is the only one that I'm not really that big of a fan of. I really like the other four a lot, but that's just me personally. I'm definitely excited to see more of all of them though, and I definitely want to see bigger story threads that are focused on specific Titans. Whether it be Starfire or Raven or Cyborg or Beast Boy. I think that they could do some really cool stuff there. The Terra, assuming this is a Terra arc, we might actually get a lot of focus on Beast Boy because Beast Boy obviously has a romantic interest in Terra, which could lead to some interesting things. So assuming they are running with the Terra storyline, this actually might be where we get more Beast Boy focus, given that Terra and Beast Boy definitely have a connection. So that could actually be really interesting for Beast Boy, but we'll see where it goes. But I don't have that much else to say, so I think I'm going to leave it off here. Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.